the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Seattle. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go, set. Man. Ready.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Rock it.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Lawrence. Able to connect with Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks 0.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready. Ready.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Down.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
22 needle. Ready.
Back to throw. Baldwin. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's got room. And spins away. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Black swap. Switch. Yellow.
1st and 10. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On the double.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That's on Jackson Carman, 2nd-round pick in 2021. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yep.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Baldwin. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Let's go now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, lock it. Hey, exit. Ready?
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Room here to run. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
6, mega. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Baldwin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing after the interception. Baldwin. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking to throw. Baldwin looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Back to throw. Baldwin. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we
Gotta
go.
imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Baldwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Oh, some strong running. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking deep downfield. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jalen Waddle, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 1st and 10, Baldwin. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off the play fake, Baldwin. They'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Okay,
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Back to throw. Baldwin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Off They touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he spins through. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On the
They've
ready.
been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Trying to run it with Patterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Cut. Trouble, 38. Drill green. Ready.
On 4th down, Baldwin. That's to his running back, complete. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Going right back to Dotson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, Haywood.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out left to Dotson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Baldwin. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Shot, 17, 52 blaster.
Off play action. Baldwin. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start. Boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Now Lawrence. Touchdown, Rams. Traylon Burks, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams extend their lead yet again. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Baldwin. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive. Now
a play fake here on first down. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. T.J. Hockenson, 33 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now here's Pollard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
General West. Go. Let's go.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 4 yards out. And the Rams are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Baldwin. They'll roll him out right. And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Able to slither by. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And I don't think he got there, no. Geez, short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Okay, ready?
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Max box, white. Hey, Delta. Look at me. Zipper. Hey. High 7. Hit it.
Now Lawrence to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Finding room at midfield, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Check white. Slide blue. Ready?
On first down, Baldwin looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go play action here on first down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Going right back to Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. It's a quarterback sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. They'll go with a keeper. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Fourth and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles, just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Ready up.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. On the slant, Burks. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Pollard. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds. 131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Ready, break. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Baldwin. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here on target to Hurst. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Five. Bravo.
Lawrence will throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone,